I was doing like things blank college fans say, all that stuff. But
Yeah.
it should be exciting.
I
Also,
see,
welcome to
Colonel.
the show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Clickbait Sports. For the past 10 to 15 minutes, we've been talking about nothing related to what we are about to do right now. Joining me
Best kind of stream,
on
dude.
this glorious journey, you heard him speak. His name is Urinating Tree. Tree, how's it going so far?
I'm doing all right, man. It's a nice, beautiful day outside, and I'm cooped up inside just as God intended.
There you go.
I don't know what's pinker, you or the Brandon Perna t-shirt that you
Hey,
have.
nothing wrong with this Brandon Perna t-shirt. I got to
That
show
is a
the love for
glorious
that man
t-shirt.
up there.
That is a glorious t-shirt.
Programming note, those shirts will be available for sale starting tomorrow at benchwarmerbrew.com. All proceeds going to the Alzheimer's Association.
That's exactly
we
why I
go.
did it, man. It's cross
Yes.
promotion, man.
There we go.
$69 per shirt, but it's all
Nice.
going
Nice.
to a good cause.
Very
There
nice.
we go. Brandon, how are you doing today also?
Good. Excited for tomorrow to launch those stupid monstrosities.
They are glorious. What else is glorious?
Beautiful.
5-point vids. Five, welcome
thank
to the
you.
show. How are you doing
Thank
today?
you. I'm good. Just hanging in there. Learning life as a single guy in his 40s. So just plodding along. Mhm.
That is fair.
And
And
everybody, so people know you're single now, Adam?
I just announced it just then and now.
Just a second.
Yeah.
I was about to ask. I'm like, hey, you're free from the shackles of
Oh,
relationships
dude,
and
you could have
marriage.
made this so much better. Like, if we colluded it and we put any thought into this show, I'd be like, you know what a great punishment would be? You just have to be single now. And, like, it would have been like,
we
wow,
could've
5 is really
coordinated.
invested in
we
this
could have
show. Like, he just
coordinated
goes
so much.
above and beyond.
Yeah, trust me, the process is punishment enough. I'll tell you that.
That's fair.
Next
Last but not
punishment,
least.
Adam has to live stream his dates.
Oh God.
Wow. Wow.
Adam
But
has
last
to
but
live
not
stream the
least-
child.
You're
Nice.
much
Hey,
balder than I
Before
thought.
we get into everything, last but not least, it's the man who is about
Hell
to
yeah, Kev.
embark
Hell
on
yeah,
an
Kevin.
expedition, a trek across America in order to raise $100,000 for St. Jude. That man is none other than Tom Grassi. Tom, how are you doing today?
I'm good. My arm's a little sore. One of my really best friends had a baby, and in order to see the baby, I had to get like that tetanus booster. Yeah, that thing hurts. But I was a brave boy. I got it, and now they didn't give me a lollipop. So I'm kind
You
of
hate to
upset
see it.
about that.
You hate to see it.
Okay.
I'm Scooter Magruder. I'm just here so I won't get fined. Today we are talking about the NFL schedule coming in.
What the hell is going on with these super chats in the? Do you see this? How weird
For
this
the
is?
divorce fund.
Like, they're weird now.
What do you mean?
They look different, like in StreamYard.
Yeah, they are. I thought
Oh,
that was
yeah.
just because I was not logged in, but they kind of are.
They got a star and they're not as high prominent.
Yeah, they're not. The
now I
problem
can
is they're
mix
not
them
as highlighted.
easier. Whoa!
Yeah.
We got Hondos flying in.
Yeah, for the divorce fund. Thank you,
We're
Carl.
done. We're done.
I think you know what? I have a punishment for myself, but I don't want to say it. But like, if somehow I win, I will show the 5 pictures that I chose for my online dating profile. You
Oh
can
no,
just roast
we
them.
retool your dating profile for
Yeah. You guys could select, dude. I don't
Five
even
has
wanna
to
talk
create a
about it.
Grindr
That stuff is
account.
awful. It's awful.
Oh my
I
Oh
would
my
never
god,
do
no.
it.
If we could create your dating profile, you just like leave it up for a week. Oh my god.
Yeah. You guys create it, and then
see
you
how many
guys do
matches
all
you
the
get?
responses.
Let's go. Let's go.
There won't
I
be
like
many.
this.
I'll tell you that.
We could have this on the clip channel. This
If
would
we
be
get the
great
future
content.
misses 6 points, we get
It's
something for it.
6.5 points vids.
But we digress. Today we are talking about the NFL
Yeah, what are we doing?
schedule release. What do you guys know? What have you seen? What's going down?
Thank you, Craigers. Thank you. I'm getting punished. That's what's happening.
Who
Um,
kicked this off?
So
What have you seen
I'll
from your team?
I can start off. So the Giants, Ari Miroff tweeted out today, the entire Giants schedule has been leaked. Now, I guess what, Tom, you're streaming the schedule
Yeah, I
reveal
do it every
tonight?
year. So
So
yeah.
it will be interesting for your audience to see whether these leaks are accurate, which I think they are. But
Sure.
the Giants schedule is already out there, and they are doing the worst job ever of keeping this a secret. Week 1, Scooter, you and our teams are battling.
Why? I am so. We got a reprieve last year. Why is it Giants Cowboys Sunday Night Football every year? It is
Ratings, baby.
so
Ratings.
boring.
It is.
Roger.
Every year it's so
Daniel,
damn
it
boring.
is.
Not
Hate it.
good.
Whoa.
Why do
Giants
they keep
have
doing this?
Giants have 7 road games in a 9-week span.
Yeah, dude, they're getting
Crazy.
screwed.
Mm-hmm.
What?
And there's
the
not
hell?
really a stretch. Well, there is from week 11 to 14, they're basically home, right? They have a game against the Commanders, the Patriots, a bye at home, and then the Packers on Monday Night Football. But the thing is that the NFL has been waiting for the Giants to get good so that they can put them against the Cowboys in a primetime matchup. Like this is where they
Like, how
print
about face
money.
the Eagles? Have the like either of those teams? It's
I
just
know.
like, why is it those two?
We
I know.
Everyone.
And the other thing is
beating
like
you
for
guys.
me, and I hate saying this to you, Scooter, like usually when the Giants start off against the Cowboys week 1, that's like an L for us. Like we don't show up. We get, I don't know what happens. Like I don't think we've beaten y'all in week 1 in
It's just
10
so
years.
boring. Like, I don't want to play you guys. And I hope Saquon's not signed by then also. So I'm just throwing that out.
Oh, just got revealed. So November 20th, Monday Night Football, Eagles Chiefs Super Bowl rematch. Let's go.
The
Oh.
Steelers' schedule has been pretty tight. The only one we know is certain Tom Grossi and the Green Bay Packers on November 12th.
Yeah, the Green Bay Packers'
Sure.
entire schedule got leaked this morning at like 7:30 in the morning. And I was like, oh, all right. So I just
Okay,
went and did a
done.
video.
Tom,
on
what
No.
sticks out to you in your schedule leak?
So we actually have a really odd. First of all, we have 5 primetime games, even without Aaron Rodgers, which is pretty wild. I did not think we were going to have that many. I thought they were going to kind of knock it down. But listen, the Packers are still a brand in their review, but we're playing on Thanksgiving against the Lions. We're playing on Christmas Eve. We're not playing on Christmas this year, and we're playing on New Year's Eve, a night game against the Vikings. But the number one thing that stood out to me is there's a really weird stretch. So in week 4, so that's September 28th, we're playing the Lions on Thursday Night Football. So then we have like 10 days till we play the next game, but it's 11 because it's the Raiders on Monday Night Football. And then we have a bye, and then we play the Broncos. So basically we're playing like one game from the 29th of September all the way to the 22nd of October, that's a long stretch. But hey, honestly, I'm super happy about this. We have a little bit of a weaker schedule, which is perfect for like a young QB. Let's rock and roll.
That's
Dang,
fair.
they just got spreadsheets and everything just leaked.
Must be
leaked.
nice.
Yep.
Dang, so y'all
Taking
don't play
down
us?
leaks.
I wanted to play. the
No, we don't
Packers
play you this year.
so
Christian
badly
single.
without Aaron Rodgers. We must begin to right the wrongs of the past. But Brandon,
You get to
know
play
anything
Aaron
about
Rodgers,
your
Scooter. Don't worry.
schedule?
Giants
No.
are playing.
I don't know. Like, there's been almost nothing leaked about the Broncos, which either means nobody cares enough to leak anything, or their in-house staff is just very, very tight. I
Okay.
think it's the only thing I saw was like somebody narrowed it down to 5 teams they could play week 1, 5 or 6. But I'm kind of hoping for Chargers week 1, just because that would be kind of fun. They ended the season against the Chargers, beat them. Russ played pretty well against them, so I'm hoping to maybe just ride that momentum.
Okay, that's fair.
But
Tree,
no major
what-
leaks. Like, I'm excited about Lions Chiefs week 1. I think that's a fun
Interesting matchup.
matchup.
Why are you
Yeah.
excited for this?
Well, because I like the
Why?
Lions. I was high on the Lions. They're a fun team. I think they're good.
And a
I
lot
think
of
they're
hype.
going to be better this upcoming season. But we're going to find out right away. We're going to find out right away whether or not, they still got it.
Do you?
What
I have.
QB?
Oh, I have a quick
Jerk
fun
off,
fact.
Goffins. Nobody's stopping the Goffins.
Okay.
Did you know that only 2 Lions players, Marvin Jones and Jake McQuaid, were even alive in 1991, the last time the Lions won a playoff game?
And everyone wants to talk about the
And
Cowboys.
Marvin Jones was a
Interesting.
baby and McQuaid was
Interesting.
3.
Very interesting.
And they beat the Cowboys. Remember that.
Listen, relax.
Remember that, Scooter.
Relax.
Listen,
Scooter's crapping on the Lions in the last time they won a
here's the
playoff.
thing. You could have been born in 1991, had a career, had 2 kids, saved in a 529 program, and have a sizable 401k and not see the Lions win a single playoff game.
Oh yeah, I mean
Amen.
that's nearing retirement age. Like if they were running back, they're retiring and collecting pension
Yeah.
right now.
Also,
Tree.
no offense here, Scooter, but
Go on.
I
I'm about to be
cannot believe that any God exists if he would allow the Raiders and Chiefs to play on Christmas.
You're
To
just
me,
like, listen.
This is evidence that there is no higher power. This letting these 2 devil teams, these 2
it's on
squads of
Nickelodeon.
Satan on Jesus' birthday, not having it.
Well, I think the
I-
spoiler is
again on
that
Christmas.
I wish I could help you.
I think the spoiler is that SpongeBob is going to be playing quarterback for the Raiders. I think that's why they throw him on the
Christmas and
trailer.
football are not my friend. at
Tree,
all.
what do you know about your schedule release, though?
Nothing. They've been relatively quiet. The only schedule, as I said before, was a certain Tom Grossi, and there's a little kitty. Hello, kitty.
Oh, wow.
We're going to
Open
be
the
playing the
camera.
Kitty Goes Meow twice, as usual, home and road. And that's the only thing we know is that the Steelers and Packers are playing each other Week 10, November 12th at 1 p.m. at Acrisure Stadium. It could be a flex. Oh, by the way, I know the cat's
cat
mooning me.
butthole.
I know. Yeah,
Just
yeah,
talk about it.
I know how they feel about the Steelers. I get it. But yeah, they will be playing each other twice.
Here's what I know for the Cowboys. They got 4 games that have leaked thus far. We start out, unfortunately, against the Giants, immediate W. So lock that in. And then we play the Jets. Then we play Aaron Rodgers.
That's right.
We can't get rid of this man. Hopefully that is another W. We're going to skip to Thanksgiving. We're playing the Commanders. Listen, we better win that game on Thanksgiving. We need to get a streak going. I've been too sad, too many Thanksgivings. And then we end the season against the Commanders as well. The other thing that I know is that we have the 4th hardest schedule in the league because that's just
Forgot about
what the
the
Cowboys
strength of
get,
schedule.
the hardest schedules all the time.
Oh
And the
no, the
Eagles.
hardest schedule. It's so sad.
The Eagles
I'm
actually
so-
don't have a cupcake schedule this year. They'll be playing some teams that actually won games. And so I'm very excited to see how this season plays out.
Yeah, but these rankings, like, they don't matter. Like,
mean
you know,
nothing.
when you go down the list, like before week 1, and you're just like, win. Oh, that's an L. Like, you never know. Like,
Oh,
some
yeah.
teams come in banged up, and that's an easy win. And then another team jumps out and bites you like a snake toilet or something, or a toilet snake, and you don't even know how they beat you. Like, it always happens. Like, you just need to pick what your record is going to be.
But it's also like
Scooter, are you going with 15-2 this year for the Cowboys? Is that going to be your prediction?
Let me wait till the full schedule is released in order.
Okay,
and then I'll
I
make
do not
my,
think it matters.
make my-
Scooter.
well, so here's the thing too, because like look at the Bengals a couple years ago, right? So
The who?
strength of schedule meant absolutely nothing. Like, oh, people are playing the Bengals, that's gonna be an easy dub, and then they went to the
Yes.
Super Bowl. So like it really does not matter. Though I will say, for whatever reason, the fact that the NFL is making the Giants do 7 road games, that's pretty wild, like in a row. Like that's a lot.
I think
Also, the
AI
Seahawks have to travel the most out of any team as well. You also have
I
the
think they play a-
Jaguars. They're playing back-to-back games in London, so that's the first time that's happened.
They should just have him play a whole month there, don't you think?
I mean, we'll get there eventually.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's what the NFL wants in the end.
I did want to talk about these games that are on foreign soil, right? So isn't there a game like in Munich or something?
1 in Munich,
Is it-
1 in Frankfurt, and 3 in London.
Ooh,
that's this
loser
year?
of the Pro Bowl has to be the European team for that season.
Loser of the Pro Bowl.
There's 2
Yep.
games in Germany this year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
And apparently they're eyeing like France Like that's a possibility.
I
Where
think
they
Italy
might-
too, right?
Appreciate you.
All right, we need to make a prediction on this show right now. Some of us actually been like really good on our predictions. When is the first NFL game going to be played in Africa? Which year are we going with?
Ooh, so
NF
real fun fact about that, super duper quick. So we talked about that, how like the NFL was going over and they're doing like tryouts and stuff. The Packers actually signed someone from that program.
Wow.
What's the
I was
program
like-
called?
It was like they go to Africa and they like host like kind of like a mini combine thing. And I forget what it's called, but we did sign somebody from there.
Is it their
I-
international player program? The same thing Jordan Mailata come
Yeah,
out
I think
of,
there
or
was
is
like
this
4
different?
players that got signed.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Nigerian players, if I remember correctly.
Yes, chat.
No.
Guess along with us. Leave a comment. Which year will the NFL? Oh, let me tweet this. Which
They have
year
to.
will
They have
the
to.
NFL? Go ahead.
Yeah. No, they have to do the games inside the pyramids, though. Otherwise,
Egypt.
nobody's. No, I'm not watching unless that shit is in Egypt and it's inside the Great Pyramid.
Language, Brandon. Language.
Yes.
What year is it? If
Right.
it's 2023 now, what
Is
year
shite
will
just
the NFL play a
Cool.
game
Is
in
it clear?
Africa?
Can you say shite?
Can I give a time range? Can
No,
I
it
say
has to
within
be
the
a year.
next 10
Has to be a
years?
year. That's the time
Okay,
range.
2033. I'll say the 10th year, 2033.
10
So-
years? You think it's going to take
Yeah.
a decade for us to get to Africa?
Yeah, they're you know how the NFL does things with math and all that. They're
What
like,
about
we gotta
Australia?
gauge
Yeah.
the interest here and the logistics and blah 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 blah.
Yeah, they're going to expand to South America, East Asia, and Europe before Africa.
You know
What about
what?
the Galapagos?
I'm going
They have played one in Japan.
The Bermuda
Actually,
Triangle.
I'm going
Mhm.
2032, the same year I'm
Ooh.
running for office in something. I don't know yet. Magruder 2032, Africa 2032 NFL. Let's lock it in. Stop
Do you know
playing.
that in some counties, like in Arkansas, they actually elect the coroner? Like the person who looks at dead bodies is an elected official.
Is that what you
Imagine if you lose that election.
I'm the best at looking at the dead
I
stuff.
guess I'll have to
Yeah.
go look at dead people for free now.
If
2032.
as I said, if it's going to be like an African style country, it'll be in the Middle East. It'll be Saudi Arabia, Qatar, United Arab Emirates, Kuwait. Like they have stadiums that they can
Oh
use.
yeah, but they'll
And you
they'll
know,
pay for
Saudi
that.
loves throwing money around.
Mhm.
And I like the NFL, they
Korea.
love their money.
Wait, the NFL is greedy?
No.
I don't know. I'm just
Every
speculating.
single-
Like look at
NFL.
WWE.
What is your guess then, Tree?
Very true, Tree.
I would guess
Evidence.
2040,
2040.
if that,
Okay.
because it'll
Ooh,
probably
wow.
be Egypt, Morocco, or South Africa.
South Africa for sure. They're ready to go. They have all those stadiums from the World
Yeah.
Cup.
Brandon
that
or
they could
Tom, what are
use.
you guessing for NFL in Africa?
2035 at like a minimum. I think it's gonna be a little bit.
2026.
3 years.
3 years.
That's a little steep.
Okay.
I'm gonna bet you're taking the over. I'm taking the under. Okay.
The bets have been
The
made.
teetering.
Come back to this
okay,
video
how about this?
in
How about
5
this?
years, 5 to 10 years, and see who was right.
Yeah.
Who gets
They'll-
a game first, China or Africa?
Africa. Africa.
Wow. Okay. You don't think Goodell's going to bow to Chinese interests?
I don't
think there's much interest in
Get
the
ready
NFL
to
in
learn
China yet.
Chinese, but there's 1 billion people. You couldn't find 50,000 that would be interested.
That's the NBA's
It's like
territory right now, man.
0.005%. They would
And
watch
remember,
it.
China really boosted because they had their own player be a superstar, Yao Ming, and that's
What
how
about,
they
like,
got that
Brazil?
interest. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Brazil's probably your best interest.
That would
Rio de
be
Janeiro
a-
or Buenos Aires.
So this is actually
Buenos
really
Aires,
interesting.
Argentina. But
I kind of went down the rabbit hole with it because I think Coleman was talking about this because he's like worked on schedule stuff and teams usually don't find out until like the night before or day of. So they were saying like the fact that the Packers' entire schedule leaked is going to be pretty easy to find who leaked it because there's only so many people with that. So somebody might be losing their job because
Yeah.
Matt Schneidman's the one who leaked it. He's the one who is a part of the Athletic. He's also a Packers beat reporter. So, and someone leaked that entire thing. It wasn't just like, oh, one game here, one game there. So
somebody's getting publicly beheaded.
But you don't think they leaked that on purpose, though? You
So,
don't think
but
that
like
that's an
for the
accident?
Packers, I mean, why? Like, what would it serve? I mean, they've made this into a spectacle now, right? There's a 3-hour show tonight on NFL Network about the schedule releases. So I don't know. I don't think it serves any team to just release it,
So
12 hours earlier.
That's a great point, Tom. Go ahead, Brandon.
I had a question. I just have a question for everyone. I know we're in a little bit different position here because we got to talk about this stuff. But do any of you actually care about the schedule release?
That is actually what I was just about to get into. Everyone is putting so much impetus on this schedule release, making it an event. I really don't care that much. Like, I don't. The Cowboys, even social media, they're like, guess who's gonna release the schedule? I don't really care. I just need to know the times and when we're playing.
What's up, RBT?
What's up?
Yeah,
We'll
to me,
see you
it's
next
like a
month.
crazy, and I get it's popular, and I get why people like it, and I should be focusing my efforts to make a video about it, but I just I can't.
See,
I'm
here's
with
the
you,
thing.
Brandon. I'm
Punches
with
me
you.
in the gut.
We
Tom,
are so.
what's the counterpoint?
Oh,
What's
No,
our
so-
counter?
I enjoy it just because I've streamed it for all these years. So it's cool to look at all the games that I'm about to stream. But it's more like we go through the primetime games. Like, it's just like, it's speculative fun. Like, everyone cares for about like an hour or two. And something like the teams definitely, of course, like the Chargers, they won last year because they had the anime style one. So I know that they put a lot of work into it, and that's really fun to kind of see what they do. But in terms of just like the primetime games, I love primetime. So just to watch that stuff, I don't know, it's fun to speculate.
I guess if I were streaming the games, it would be more like
Yeah.
something I would be
I have to get
excited
my
for.
spreadsheet ready for all the games that I'm about to
Yeah.
stream, so.
Yeah, no,
Look.
that makes logistical sense.
we are in the desert of the off season, right? Like it is so dry and hot out here. And then we come upon this oasis of the schedule release. It's like a cup of water, but we're still thirsty, right? Like we're just desperate
It
for
should be
anything to
June,
talk
though. We just
about.
Oh, dude, what are you talking
And
about?
we
I'm watching
take
the
our
hockey playoffs.
sip. We take
Hey,
our
I
sip
hear you,
of
Fire.
this schedule
I hear you,
release,
but I'm currently
and then we go on
drowning
and
in NBA content. I'm
Yeah,
drowning
okay.
trying to get these
Yeah.
NBA videos out.
I'm out
but I
here
do hear you.
doing
I do hear
videos on presidents as college football coaches. Like I need the
I
NFL
saw
to come back.
that.
I need the NFL to come back. Okay.
That's fair.
So
That's fair.
Oh,
Tree,
buddy, you
thoughts
got a
on the
while.
schedule release?
I thought it'd be funny. No one's watching it, but thanks, y'all.
It's the only thing
Tree,
they win
are
every
you
year.
enthralled about the schedule release? Indifferent? What are the
Not
vibes?
really. I'm more like just okay. I'll take a look at it, but for the most part, I'm not really focusing until the season starts and you go week to week. That's when you really start getting to it. I don't think it's a huge spectacle. For the most part, for me, I'm focusing on the NHL playoffs and the NBA playoffs and Major League Baseball. That's where
I'm
my attention
Trying to
is right now.
focus on who decided it was a good idea to have the NBA and NHL playoffs at the same gosh darn time.
It's been
Because
like
now
that forever.
I have to watch a game every single night for
Oh,
the
dude.
next 8 months. This is wild.
Dude, I watch 2 to 3 a day.
This
So
is
what
crazy.
what I do is I flip when it's an intermission. When it's a hockey intermission, I go over to the basketball game. When it's halftime, I go back to hockey. If baseball's on, the Mets, they already lost today, so I don't even have to worry about that. I don't have to worry about watching them lose tonight. I can just wait till tomorrow and they'll lose tomorrow. So we're all
That's
good.
fair. That is fair.
Mhm.
Speaking about NBA, Brandon, have you been
How
following
do you get
along
shut out by the Reds?
with the Nuggets at all?
Following along,
You're
Tom.
following along with the Nuggets? You see
Jokic,
your boy
baby.
on the sideline the other day?
Oh, I saw. Yeah, I've been
Mr.
watching.
Unlimited.
I've watched pretty much every Nuggets playoff game, or most of them. It's hard because it's Carmi's bedtime, so it gets a little wild. And I always seem to miss the best streaks the Nuggets have during games, and really get to focus on the worst parts of all the games. But yeah, we're excited about the Nuggets, especially after the Avalanche fell. So
Did you happen to see Jokic give the push to the owner?
Oh yeah,
That was
Okay.
a flop.
I think he should have punched him in the mouth. Honestly.
That's fair.
He flopped though. He should have been
Yeah, no,
charged
it was-
for embellishment.
That was fun. He flopped, and then the next game, Jokic went over before the game and handed him the ball. They hugged it out.
Yeah.
It was a great
Mhm.
story.
Yeah.
It was.
I just
think it
hope
was
they
bit
finish off the
overblown.
Suns. I don't want a game 7. I want it over, and I want the Lakers, and I want to beat the Lakers. I want to sweep them, but we all know NBA officials will never let that happen. Man,
Something
the one
else.
thing NBA playoffs has helped me with
What's that?
is realize that the NFL, for as much as we complain about officiating, it doesn't hold a candle to that BS. Not even close. Like NBA officiating is just
You want
The one
NBA bad
thing-
officiating, NHL officiating. Oh boy, have
yeah,
fun with that.
NHL officiating is pretty
It's
bad.
but,
But
like,
bad.
with the
The-
NHL. There's too many things that happen that I don't understand, so I can't
Well-
like be like I don't know what the right call is
I mean,
there.
let's be real. If you deck somebody, you rip their head off, it's a $5,000 fine because it's the maximum allowable under their CBA. That's all.
Only 5,000?
Yeah, for a
awesome.
max. I mean, unless you get a call from the Department of Public Justice, which is, George Peros, who was a former goon face puncher back in the early mid
What
2000s.
the
If
heck?
you don't get a call from him, it's a maximum $5,000 fine, according to the CBA. And if you do get a call, you can get suspended for games. And
You
fined.
get fined more for not having your jersey tucked in the NFL.
That's accurate.
yeah. The great
is
thing
true.
about hockey is like you can launch you can't leave your feet, but you can skate right into someone, and as long as you hit them with your shoulder, you can violently knock them down. But if you take your stick and hit them like this, like at any length, that's a cross check, and you're going to the box.
Mm,
So like it's
On the
it's
shoulder.
a very
cold
different,
shoulder.
standard.
They're on
of
ice, so it's gonna be cold,
engagement. The other thing about NBA officiating, and Brandon, you bring this up, now they can challenge everything, and they almost never overturn. They'll be like, all right, let's challenge that blocking foul, right? And then they challenge it, and it's just a big waste of time because they're just like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I've seen some successful usages of the coaching challenge in the playoffs. I kind of like it.
I liked it when it was just completely rigged. Like you just knew, that I remember one time the Knicks, when we played the Pacers, Larry Johnson got fouled, took 4 steps, and then hit a 3, and they counted it and won. And I was just like, the
Gather
NBA's
step.
rigged.
Gather.
The NBA's rigged.
But let's circle back to the NFL schedule. What games? Okay, we're talking all of the NFL games now. What are you most excited for, knowing what you know now of the games that we've seen that are coming out? 5, what do you have?
I am very excited for the Black Friday games. Or there's one, I think. I don't know. I mean, they always schedule the Lions to lose on
MLB.
Thanksgiving and then the Cowboys to lose as well. But there's a game on Black Friday.
I have
Great
seen
chart.
it. Yep. Dolphins are facing
yeah.
the Jets.
Because normally, like, I don't even go out. I don't even go into the world on Black Friday. Like, I'm at my house, like, sleeping and eating
It's all about
leftovers.
Cyber Monday these days.
So yeah. I want to watch football on that Friday, and it's going to be great.
It'll be a 3 p.m. game at
Yes.
MetLife Stadium on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, we get to watch Aaron Rodgers.
I think this is
So-
finally it, though. I think once I stream that game, I've streamed football on every day of the week because COVID messed up and there was like Tuesday
Yep.
and Wednesday games.
Yep.
Oh
So
my
now I've streamed
gosh.
every single game of
I
like
remember
day of the
that.
week for football.
There's actually been
Steelers had a
4.
Wednesday game. That was ugly.
Yeah, there's actually been 4 games in NFL history on Tuesday. By the way,
Oh yeah,
Oh.
here's,
not such
here's
a rare
another thing I
occurrence.
don't care about: jersey numbers.
Yeah.
Will never, can never, do not care about jerseys.
Yes.
I only really know Dax and the ones that I own, people's numbers. I don't know anyone's numbers.
You know what is nice about the schedule release now is not even the NFL Network and what they do. It is seeing all the social media accounts trying to one up each other
Yeah.
for their releases. Like that's gotten really cool and it's super entertaining. And you don't even have to watch them all because the best ones are just put in front of your face via the
Yes.
algorithm.
Cream rises.
Mhm.
The cream rises to the top. Now, here's a question
It
for
would
you
be
guys.
cool if like the NFL like embraced creators doing cool stuff with their content too. That
Oh,
would
the
be
NFL
really
doesn't. Well, they already
Yeah,
know
but
our
then they
audience
would-
is going to watch. Everyone
Yeah,
knows that.
that would be
the NFL wants
hilarious.
new audiences. That's why they go after the TikTok and the different creators.
Mhm.
Because our audience, the
TikTok.
people watching this, everyone knows they're going to
The
watch the
TikTok.
NFL. We're talking about, I mean, they want the young crowd, they want Gen Z, they want like the people that watch the Super Bowl once a year. That's what the NFL's aiming for, and it makes sense.
Mhm.
That's fair. Now, let's just say, hypothetically speaking, you guys were in charge of putting together the schedule. What would you guys do differently, if anything, for making these schedules? Would you have
Like the
random games
release?
on Wednesdays, Tuesdays, Thursdays?
Easy.
What would you do to sort of spice up get some people excited for what's going on. I personally like the Black Friday game. I think that's going to be a hit. What would you guys do if
I would
anything?
have the Seahawks play the Vikings on the sun. Don't know how to get there. Don't care what happens, but they have to play on the sun.
I like that. I like
Only
that.
away games for the Super Bowl winner. Suck it, Kansas City.
Okay.
Suck it.
I feel like they
Go
should
ahead.
they should institute a rule where the Super Bowl teams play the first game of the next year. Something like that. What do you guys think?
Always a Super Bowl rematch to open
Always
the
a Super
season?
Bowl rematch, the first game of the season
That's kind
next
of
year.
cool.
Thursday
Yeah.
night football game.
The Broncos and Panthers, yeah, they did that, and the Broncos
They ran it
beat them
back.
even worse.
Yeah.
Like
They
I just
ran it
feel like
back.
we can create some more rivalries or just something innovative if we just think a little bit, you know.
I would schedule the Commanders for 17 games against the Giants. Like I would do that. Sam Howell 17 weeks in a row. That'd be great.
Sam, you realize you're going to lose to the Commanders twice to Sam Howell this year.
Sam Howell.
You're going to
you're
lose.
going to lose. You lost to Sam Howell before
We
last year.
intentionally lost to Sam Howell.
Intentionally.
So we could get it out of the
Yes,
way.
yes. You
and
intentionally
never
lost
have
to
to
Sam
worry about
Howell when your entire
That was
offense
it.
looked flat.
Huh?
Yes.
That was
totally
it. We
the
got it
reason
out the
last
way.
year.
That's in the past. We're forward thinking now. Forward thinking.
Yes.
Uh-huh,
Advance.
Yeah, you said that 5 years ago
advance
too. So
losing.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So before we get out of here, because this is going to be a bit of a shorter one,
Yes.
any last thoughts on this schedule? What you would do differently? What you're excited for? The teams you're afraid of playing? Any last words before we
Listen,
go? to this
I'm
game?
excited because there has been Five mentioned the off season. It is once this is done, it is gonna be
It's barren.
woof. It's gonna be tough out there. It's
Mhm.
gonna be scrounging for content. You're gonna do like, oh, predictions based off the schedule, and then it's gonna be tough. But the NFC North, every single division, right there, saying, listen, Packers aren't gonna be good this year. They're not gonna be good. Week 1, Jordan Love, Justin Fields, Soldier Field. If the Packers beat the Bears after all the crap that has been talked about how bad Jordan Love is going to be,
What if they're both bad though?
You have
That's
the
fine.
tweet.
That could be
preloaded?
very well bad.
that's funny too, though, because they're propping up Justin Fields, and I think he's going to be a good quarterback anyway. But yeah, if the Packers go on a mini reign of terror this season, oh Lord, I'm going to be so insufferable. It's going to be terrible.
No, what's
Yeah.
going to happen
It's
is
gonna be a
the
lot
Steelers
of-
are going to
inverse.
BS their way to at least 9 wins, and they're going to beat your Packers.
I'm
Yeah,
the inverse, Tom. I'm if the Packers suck,
We're coming to you.
I will be shouting it everywhere. Because listen, it's our time now.
Oh,
We've been
dude!
waiting
If
for this
the Cowboys
downfall.
are bad, I am the first one to dunk on you. I am bringing those receipts.
But here's the thing:
I'm
the
going to come
Cowboys
out there
aren't-
and I am just going to
the
lather
Cowboys
it.
haven't been bad in a while. We just
No,
haven't
they
won
do.
playoff.
Dude,
How many
you
times have we
missed the
been to an NFC
playoffs like
championship game?
2 of the last 5 years.
Yeah, how many times they got an NFC Championship game?
That's it. Okay, it's not like we're bad. We just aren't winning playoff games. There's a difference.
I mean,
between
that-
being
that kind
a
of means
bad
Missed
you're
the
bad.
team.
playoffs 2 of the last 5 years.
Bad teams don't make
Hi,
the
Sorry,
Brandon.
my basement's flooding.
And you
I
were
gotta go.
a bad team.
Your
Two
basement's
of the last 5
flooding?
years.
Yeah, we got water coming in. My sub pump's not fucking working. I gotta go.
Bye,
All right.
Brandon.
Sorry.
All right.
Sorry for the
Actually,
swear.
that's a
Yeah.
good idea for a contest, like flooded fields.
How much did you
and
get
zero
though?
gravity.
What was your count? What was your super chat count?
Doesn't matter, you're winning five.
Yeah, you're being punished.
89.
$89.
89.
Make
You
sure
don't
it's
need
not
that
your
for your
water
plumbing,
main.
I'm gonna
Make
buy
sure
a new
it's not
sub
your water
No,
main.
it's probably some
Shut off the
Bye,
water.
Brandon.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Call your
Brandon.
insurance.
Stupid water.
Wow. So you know what?
That was
Kudos
a
to Brandon.
clickbait
Do a
first.
really unique schedule reveal. You know, it's just
Yeah.
That was a
That's
clickbait
the kind
first.
As I
Someone's
said, that's
house
the
is
kind of
flooded.
thing of like, Ian Rappaport going out. I was like, oh, yeah, sorry, I got to take a call. I have to leave.
yeah.
That's what that felt like.
I saw him look to the left and be like,
This is the
and I was
content
like,
people
oh,
love.
what's going on? All right.
Mhm.
But yeah, no, I'll be because if the Packers suck, like it's Jordan Love, and we're like, okay, yeah, like I get it, like, and we're kind of due, like I get it. But if he's good,
I think the first tweet you send, right? If the Packers beat the Bears, is Aaron Rodgers transferring ownership to Jordan
Yeah, you
Love,
have to.
right? Like he's signing over the deed to.
By the way,
Jordan
to
Love.
Jordan Love. By the way, can we just point out the irony for a hot second? The man who, when he meets new players, asks about if 9/11 was an inside job is making his debut with the New York Jets on 9/11. Can we just like the schedule make? That's why there was a
Who is
potential
this?
delay
The
because the
script
schedule
writers are
makers like
brilliant.
yes. We got it.
Who
We got
does
it. We
this?
got
Well, Aaron Rodgers,
Rodgers.
Jets are going to melt
Allegedly.
steel beams.
Monday Night Football
Yeah.
against the Bills. That game is going to be so much fun. Josh
He
Allen,
thinks-
What
Rodgers.
if the promo is? What is the promo?
Aaron Rodgers.
No, they're going to call him the Twin
9/11
Towers, right?
was an inside job.
He asks players. So like there was my
Oh.
god, who was it now? Was
So
it
he doesn't
Lazard?
intimate it. He just asks them.
Who wasn't it wasn't Lazard. It was some wide receiver who went on a podcast a while ago and was just like, yeah, like the first time I met him, he just came up to me. He's like, so like what do you think about 9/11? Weird dude.
This was
That's-
your quarterback, Tom. This was your dude.
No, he's not my quarterback no more. He's with the Jets.
Yeah, he's yeah.
What the
This is
Jets?
no longer your dude.
Oh, it's Deshaun Kaiser. Thank you. It's Deshaun Kaiser. So for the former backup for Rodgers. Yeah.
Interesting. And now
Yeah.
he okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Any last words before we go to this countdown?
Zero gravity football and flooded
Ooh,
fields.
I'd watch that.
Let's go.
Yeah.
When do you think we'll be playing on Mars?
No, we're not playing.
I mean,
I mean,
there
if
was
you-
a
if it
stadium
comes up with-
concept.
You think it'll be
There
in our
was a
lifetime?
stadium
Yes or no?
concept on the moon.
No.
What do you mean? No, you don't. Elon's doing something.
Maybe.
Start the countdown.
just-
The countdown.
Who does it?
No.
Who starts the camp?
I'll
Oh,
just
Brandon
do it.
usually starts it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
and
got
then
it.
Brandon's
I
dealing.
got it.
You got it.
Got it. I got it, guys. Got it.
All right. Do a schedule
about
reveal
lifetime
rap.
2019, 18, 17, 16, 15, 4. The schedule will release that some people are waiting for. Oh, yeah. I rhymed 4 again because there's only so many things you could do to actually rhyme with 4.
Yeah,
But there's
4 is
four,
on the floor.
There's more. There is
More.
words that you could describe people that are not really nice anymore. Sex workers. Okay, so I
Okay
made
then.
so I made $121.82.
Well, 65-69, so I lose. I'm a good man.
Nice.
104.05.
5, what'd you get?
5. What'd you get, buddy?
I got 82. I got $366.72.
There you go, buddy.
All right.
All right, so I think the next clickbait we do it live, like we do the
Yes.
live punishment, like you get the dating app open and we'll literally edit it live.
Honestly,
Eh,
do we just have him do his calendar as all his pictures on
Oh,
the
we're
app?
totally
I'm not here to
That-
deceive people. Like
I'm gonna be,
if
as I said.
like here's the thing.
I mean,
I don't
I'm
know.
going with Grinder profile.
I'm
Grindr.
just saying, right? Okay. With online dating, the funniest thing to me is women put on their profiles like what's the most important thing is honesty, and there's filters all over their pictures. I'm
Yes.
just like, okay, all right. And the other thing is everyone no one trusts your height when you put it on there. So if you say, I'm measured at 5'11", all right.
And I'm taller than you. You're not
Yeah.
5'11", dude.
So you're like 5'11" and 3/4 or something.
Uh-huh,
I've been to
sure.
the doctor. Look, I'll get out a tape measure right now.
I'll take
I've done
that.
it on
Yeah,
stream.
you're wearing shoes, dude.
Wait,
I'm just saying.
Tom, how tall are you?
What?
Shoes count.
How tall are you?
He's like 6'2".
I'm legit 6, and I have people who can vouch for me.
You're
Yeah,
6.
you're a little taller than me.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm 6 foot. See, Joe, I forgot. Drew's at my house. He can vouch for me.
I'm just saying, everyone's
Y'all met?
skeptical.
Yeah, he came to my house for the Steelers game. a few years ago.
I streamed it together.
Yeah, it was great.
Scooter is very tall. Scooter.
Scooter's
bro,
taller
you're-
than all of us.
You're 6'2", right, Scooter?
Listen, I'm 6'1.5".
Okay.
6'1
But you
and
would
a half.
list yourself at 6'2", would you not?
I list myself as 6'1". Okay.
6'1". Okay.
Oh, that's right.
You're under delivering.
Listen,
If I told you I was 5'11", you would not question that, right? You've seen me in real life. You don't think I'm short.
what?
No, you're pretty short, dude.
Honestly,
I'm
I
not
just have
short.
No,
long
you're
legs.
5'11". I'll give you 5'11".
I also do not stand up straight. I have bad posture.
I would give
as
you
well.
5'11". Definitely.
If I actually stand up, I'm 5'11". That's the other thing.
Yeah.
But
I
as
tell people I'm
walk
6'1"
around-
and not 6'1.5" because I still struggle to dunk sometimes, so it's not like a badge of
Oh.
honor,
No, I was honestly shocked by how tall Scooter was. I was like, oh my God, like you're way taller than I expected.
I feel like that's how it is sometimes, like for
Mhm.
personalities. You just never know.
Right.
But so are we going with the punishment for 5 next week? We're making his profile on Tinder.
Like it.
Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. I think I can do it browser based, like
Ooh,
whatever.
even better.
Yes.
Yeah.
There we go.
What we'll do, 5, just to
Oh.
make you taller, we'll find a group picture like that has you in it, and we'll just shrink everyone down and make it like terribly photoshopped and just raise you up so it's just like your legs.
Remember, always put ugly people next to you in the pictures so you look hotter. Which means you're probably going to put me in your pictures, aren't you?
Scoot, what do you got coming out?
There is that
I
picture of
have
us on the
coming
ice.
out after this. Timberwolf fans after the season. We're doing all NBA teams. Then we're switching to NFL teams before the season. So get ready.
There you go. 5.
I'm actually doing a video on rare NFL statistical events, like things that just don't happen. So I've got some good ones. And
What's
then
one
a little
off the top of your head right now?
the Jacksonville Jaguars have never had a tie game. Ever.
Really?
In,
Okay.
in
Who
their
knew?
entire history. But there's one team that has played twice as many games and has none. Anyways, you'll have to watch to find out.
Tree?
Okay.
Well, I just released a vid on the Oakland A's on NHL season debriefing. Probably a few congrats videos on the NHL and how things go. So, should be an interesting little weekend.
There you go. I'll be streaming tonight, 7:45 Eastern, breaking down that NFL schedule. Don't rock. I also did a whole video today about the Packers schedule.
Oh,
breaking it
and
down.
Tom, for those unaware, what's happening in 3 weeks? What are you about to
Less than
embark
3
on?
weeks now. 30 and 30, baby. 30 NFL stadiums, 30 days. Gonna do it or die.
That's how you gotta do it. And then 3 weeks for us and me and you 5 until we go to North Carolina. And
Yeah,
look at
I hope
baseball.
you're ready. Yep.
Oh, dude, I'm
bro.
gonna be.
Hey.
Dude, I have had no time to train.
3 weeks from now.
Most of it's just like regular workouts.
I got to announce this in Burlington, North Carolina at 6 p.m. We're playing a minor league team in baseball. So if you guys are in the area, come and play with it or come and watch us play.
Yeah. I mean, you could watch me be terrible at baseball for like
Yeah.
a second, and then 5 will chuck me out. Because
I actually
he
went to the
wants to
batting
win.
cage today. I was ripping some barrels today.
I'm
so.
probably gonna hit off the tee again.
All right. This
Probably
has been
July.
another episode of Clickbait Sports. We'll see you back next week. Same time.
Bye. Oh, wait.
Go
Should I
to
end it?
Burlington.